without catching that horse. Let's go to Luke 6, verse 45. The good man brings good things out of the good stored up in his heart, and the evil man brings evil things out of the evil stored in his heart. For out of the overflow of his heart, his mouth speaks.
We're going to talk about that quite a bit today, because we keep trying to change all of the outside appearances when really what we need to change is our heart. Okay. Now, I didn't say we're going to train this horse we whistle and it follows us around like a puppy dog. But I do want to be able to get where... Let me back up. Kenny, just out of curiosity, if you were in a pen this big, how hard is she to catch?
20 plus minutes this morning.
I can't hear.
20 minutes.
20 minutes. Set the
Somebody
time.
start the watch.
Now, I'm trying to check to see which way is going to work, whether I need to block her or get her to draw to me. But that's the first thing I want. I want her to look at me with two eyes. Until she looks at me with two eyes, there's still a game going on. You know, if she wants to avoid me, I'm either going to block her. Now, I'm going to tell you what I would do. If she was to run past me, I would throw that lead rope in front of her and make her stay over there. If she runs that way, I want it to where I can just throw it in front of her and block her. And I'll bring it back up. One of the differences, and it's not wrong, it's just different, of taking a rope and going around the pen until they join up, is what I'm doing is I am blocking her eye. And I've got an artificial knee and I don't have the energy to run over here and block her. So I'm just going to use the halter.
And for those of you that were just watching, she was very observant when he threw the rope over to his left. And then she stood there for a few minutes and really started washing her mouth out.
Because I like horses that the more you throw stuff, the less, they just get where it don't bother them. Boy, she ain't there. Now, actually, I think I could have walked up to her and called her, but I want her to think she don't want to be caught. But I got to get two eyes. I've got to get two eyes. Back and forth. There's the two eyes I'm looking for.
And you'll notice he took the pressure off when the two eyes came at him.
As soon as I get the two eyes, I'm going to just make her around here. I'm not going to give her any subtle movements. I'm not going to... Hey, babe. See, if I've got her practiced.
You want to explain why you're not handing her a treat?
Never thought about it.
Like I said before, he doesn't do treats.
The only time I don't see a treat as a treat. I'm going to use it as a reward for what happens next. As soon as I put the halter on her head, I'm going to give her another treat. And I'm going to take the halter off. Because I want her to associate that halter with something good. Because right now, in her mind, that halter means something bad. That's why she don't want it. But I'm really, really big. If I can get them horses to look at me, and if I can get them to let me touch them right there, if you can see, she don't want me on this right, so I'm going to take my hand and I'm going to put it right there. And I'm just going to slide it down her neck. I'm going to come all the way to the withers. I'm going to pet her right there. I'm going to get it right there. I've got it ready. All I got to do is scoop nose. She's caught. And she gets a treat.
Hey, Kenny, do you have treats at home? I'll give you some before you leave.
Now, see, the trick to it is I didn't want you any. Because when you're going to train a horse, you got to do it over and over and over again, so it kind of sinks in their head. You know what I mean? So we're going to kind of watch and see what she wants to do with that. Now, each time, I'm actually going to have a little fun here. I'm just going to play. I'm going to see how much pressure can I present before she leaves. And hopefully, if I'm reading her real good, I'll drop that pressure at the right time. And if I don't read her good enough, she's going to leave. But that's okay. We'll go back and get her. I'm looking down. I am not looking her in the eye. Now, why is that? You know,
Sign of dominance.
if we carried a pet lion around here and he was on a leash, you'd be perfectly happy and wanting to pet him, unless he looked at you in the eye. And then everything changes. You know, there's a time when to look them in the eye and there's a time not to, and right now is the time not to. You know, I just want to casually walk up here, not slow, not fast. Pet her right there a little bit. You know, I'd like for her to lower her head. She says she's not ready yet. I'm asking her to with my fingers. Put my hand right there. I'm going to pet her right there. I'm going to reach around and get her. Now see how she's got her head that way? I want your head to come this way. Because she was trying to avoid me. Well, that is the biggest, well, I'm not going to say the biggest, but it is definitely one of the problems that we have in our training. Is as long as they do what we want, we're okay with it. But her just standing there and letting me catch her is not good enough for me. Because I know in her mind she was avoiding me. And there's so many times in our family, in our relationships, we don't confront the problem, we just avoid it. Don't. My name is Skipper, and I'm going to tell you what, you don't want to fight with that little blonde when she's mad. Better yet, when she's happy, I still don't want to fight with her. I am an avoider. I shut down and get quiet. That's my style. Some people want to get holler and get mad and get loud. That's not me. When I quit talking, that's when I'm upset. I'm going to go ahead and drive her up to the other end. Let's go up there to that stall down there. I like that. And a lot of that, I don't know if she used to do that or not, but I guarantee you this is the results of Jacob working her 2 weeks ago. When Jacob roped her back feet and got her to looking at him. This would be a whole lot harder if Jacob hadn't done what he done. But I just want to be, see, I'm casual. I just want to be able to walk up to her. Hey there, you going to dance? And it's a good thing to just be able to come up here, you come around and they give them a hug. For all of you people who say I never hug my horse, and you say, that's all I want. If you're a little shorter, you need, what I do is I stick my finger in that loop and then I pinch it there. Okay, that's how I do it when I'm trying to halter a horse. Now my arms are long enough, I can reach down and get anything. But I want to come right here and see, I'm going to get that right. And she's caught and don't even know. Then I can slide this up, pull her head around a little bit, and I would like for her head to come down, but she's not there yet. I may even take my hand and say, let me help you down. Oh, get like that home. Get right after that home. He was a little slow taking that first one. She's getting better at it. But that was all we wanted. Because all we want to do is to be able to get a home run. After that, she's pretty well a nice horse. You may have never seen that. I'm promising you I have. I've seen horses that you could rodeo on, but they were tough to put that halter on because in their mind, they knew what happened next. You know, you go get on a horse and you work the pudding out of him, he starts to relate, okay, if you don't put a halter on me, I don't have to work that day. So it's back to what they relate to. Kenny, get ready. It's your turn. I want to go out, I'm going to catch her one more time. Just go on down there to the other pen. Because so many times in the cowboy world, now I know some of you people don't understand this, that horse might be in 200 acres. And all you want to do is send it up there to a smaller pen. And you want to use as little pressure as you can, and then you want to get them to look at you. Now, it's serious, Kenny. If they're not looking at you, you've got to do something to get them to look at you. And I'm just going to walk up there to a foot harder. Asking for her head. There.
And he does that because if you let them get away with it, they're going to keep getting worse and worse.
Okay, I'm going to take a break. Come on, Kenny. Your horse.
Don't forget to give Kenny some treats too, because I'm quite sure he probably doesn't give horses treats either.
I've only got one left.
There's a whole bucket somewhere.
Okay. What I do is put it there, Kenny. And when I preach, any place I get out here, I've got it.